Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Spanish Fork, Utah, the Spanish Fork Softball Complex. I'm Jeff Sanders. We're here today to watch the second round of the state 3A girls softball tournament. We've got North Sanpete Hawks facing the Juab Wasps here. Reggie Meyers just hit or Madison Myers, excuse me, just hit a single into left field. The catcher, number 17, Aubrey Ison, just tried a pickoff move and the ball careened into right field. Madison was able to take second on the overthrow. Next up is Reggie Meyers, Madison's twin sister, and she drills one down the left field line. Pulled it foul just shy of the third base bag. Count is 1-1 on Reggie Meyers. Myers sisters are very, very quick. If they put the ball in play, they can be a very difficult out at first. There's a drive into left field again. Pulled foul down the left field line. Count is now 1-2 strikes on Reggie Meyers, number 1. And strike 3 in the dirt. Reggie's out, but her sister Madison advances from second to third on the throw down to first. Bringing up next, number 5, Caitlin Sperry. Here's the first pitch from the pitcher. There's a pop up to the pitcher. Got up in the wind and was a little bit difficult for her to get her bearings. I believe that's Gracie Christiansen is the pitcher. I don't have a accurate lineup yet for the North Sanpete Hawks, so I'm a little out of breath because I had to run down to their dugout to get one, so you have to forgive me for a moment here while I catch my breath. Next up is the number 4 hitter for Juab, Chloe Park. Park looks at one right down the middle for strike 1. Next pitch is outside for a ball. Count is now 1-1, 1-1 strike on Park from Juab, with Myers at third base. Next offering from Christiansen is high, ball 2, 2-1. North Sanpete just came off the field from a heartbreaking loss to Carbon, 14-15. Strike 2, the next offering from Christiansen to Park. Counts now 2-2. That loss to Carbon drops North Sanpete into the losers bracket. There's ball 3. Count is now full on Park. Looks like Coach Tina Squires asking for time so that Madison Myers can tie her shoe. All right, back to game time now. Chloe readies herself. Christiansen comes with the pitch. There's one fouled off, back out of play. Count will remain full. Park has to be careful here not to let anything close go by. Going to have to fight off the pitches she doesn't like and go after the ones that she feels like she can do something with. Park's typically a very powerful hitter for the Wasps, so there's a shot to left, deep, if it's not held up in the wind too much, and it's just shy of the home run fence. Left fielder, typically Lainey Gillens, number 27, hauled that in. I believe that was Gillens. I'll check my lineup as soon as we get off the air here, but at the end of the top half of the first, the Juab 0, North Sanpete 0. We'll be back after these commercial messages.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
First up to bat from North Sanpete, number 10, Adeline Brotherson. On deck with 27, Elaine Julian.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah. That is Addie Brotherson, number 10, just hit the ball on the first pitch of her at-bat to the second baseman, Mikayla Sanders, number 17. Sanders came in and made the catch for the first out of the inning. Taylin Blue pitching for Juab. Here comes the second pitch. That was right down the river, it looked like. 27, Laney Gillens is up for North Sanpete, was crowding the plate a little bit. I thought that was a strike, but they called it a ball, 1-1. Or no, excuse me.
I was like, wait a minute, don't do that to me.
We've got to get our, so 2-0 is the count here. 3-0 is the count now. Gillen's patiently watching those pitches come down the inside corner. Blues bringing the ball. There's one right over the plate. 3-1 now. So typically this has got to be an absolutely perfect pitch for her to want to take it. And there's a shot to Mikayla Sanders, who fields it and makes the out at first base. Looked like Mikayla was going to catch that, but ended up trapping it right in between her glove and the ground. The ball didn't get between her legs, and she came up with it and fired it over to first and made the out. That's second out of the inning. Third batter is number 17, Aubrey Ison. Aubrey has really been a good hitter for North Sanpete this year. She has just cranked out a lot of runs and home runs. As you can tell from that line shot down the third baseline, she really hits with a lot of power. She makes good contact. You leave something out over the plate, she will drive it over the fence every time. She's a very, very powerful hitter for North Sanpete. Counts 1-1 on Ison. Strike two, right down the river on the inside. For the North Sanpete hitters are crowding the plate, so they're challenging Blue to come inside. There's a pop up to right field, and Myers comes in and makes the catch for the third out. After the first inning, score is 0-0, Juab and North Sanpete. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Welcome back to the Spanish Fork softball complex here at Spanish Fork, Utah, where the North Sanpete Hawks are taking on the Juab Wasps. Gracie Christiansen is pitching. Taylin Blue, number 15 for Juab, is up. First pitch is high for ball one. Count is 0-1 on Blue. Second offering is high as well, 2-0 on Blue, the hitter for Juab. Taylin is the pitcher. Done a great job for Juab this year on the mound in the circle. Comes the third offering is outside. Be interesting to see whether Coach Tina Squire has Taylin take a pitch here or whether she'll give her the green light and allow her to hit away. And strike one, had her take. No, this pitch has got to be really, really shiny for Taylin to want to go after it. Here's the pitch from Christiansen. Blue takes a cut at it, fouls it off into the backstop for strike two. Count is now full on Blue. She's now the one that's got to be on the defensive. Got to make sure that nothing close goes by. Here's the pitch from Christiansen off the inside, popped up, and the catcher makes the out. Number 17, Aubrey Ison, with a beautiful diving catch to make the out on Taylin Blue. So Ison is not only a threat when it comes to the bat, but a defensive threat as well. That was a beautiful play. Next up for Juab is number 17, Mikayla Sanders, the second baseman. Christiansen readies herself. Here's the pitch. That pitch was low and in the dirt. Ball one. The second offering from Christiansen. Inside, Mikayla takes a cut at it and misses. Strike one. Counts now 1-1 strike. In the next offering from Christiansen. And there's a shot deep to left field. Foul, out of play. Mikayla really got a hold of that one. She's hit a number of balls out of the park this year. That one tailing foul. There's the wind is blowing in from left field today. It's probably going to be pretty tough to get one to go out. She's in a hole now, 1 2 strikes. Need to watch for an off-speed pitch here. And she did come with the off-speed high. Counts 2 balls, 2 strikes. No score here in the top of the second inning. Calling timeout for a ball on the field. Must have been the ball that Sanders hit out of play down the left field line. Here's Christiansen set and ready to bring the pitch in, and Mikayla drives one into left over the head of the third baseman or the left fielder. That will be a stand-up double for Sanders. Hit over the head of the left fielder Bailey and out of the park on one hop. Mikayla pulls up at second. Next up to bat is number 16, Regan Newton, the left fielder for Juab. One out here in the top of the second inning. Newton readies herself for the pitch. There's inside, drives it right up the middle, and fielded by the second baseman, Kelby Henry. Henry fires it over to first and gets Reagan out, so that's 2 outs now. Up to bat next is number 4, Stormy G. First pitch is fouled off against the backstop. Strike one. Storby generally a very reliable hitter for Juab. Here's the second pitch, comes in a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike now on G. G just a sophomore at Juab High School. Here comes a pitch inside and low. Ball 2. Wind starting to pick up a little bit now here in Spanish Fork today. And inside, right down the river, strike 2. Counts 2-2 on G. Juab could really use a base hit here to bring in Sanders from third. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. G fouls that off over the backstop. Count will remain 2-2. Sanders patiently waiting on third. G readies herself in the box. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. There's a drive to the shortstop. She picks it up and fires it to first for the out. No runs come across in time. The Hawks hold Juab to no runs here in the top half of the second inning. The bottom half of the second inning, your batters will be Nakiya Taylor on up to bat, Lexy Olsen on deck, and Kelby Henry in the hole. We'll be right back after these short commercial messages.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with a subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah, the Spanish Fork Softball Complex here on the second day of the state championship tournament for the ladies 3A softball for the Utah High School Athletic Association. Next up for North Sanpete is Nakiya Taylor, number 14. Nakiya is the third baseman for the Hawks. There's a pitch outside by Taylor in blue, ball 1. Taylor steps back in and readies herself for the pitch. Taylor gets the sign from the catcher and brings the ball. Here we go. Ball hit deep to left field and into the fence and over or under. Regan Newton holding her hands up, so Taylor will end up with a ground rule double. Next up for North Sanpete is Lexy Olsen, number 8. Lexy Olsen is the first baseman for the Hogs. Lexi is a very, very reliable player. She plays first base and also pitches when they need her to for North Sanpete. Ball 1 inside from Blue. Taylor at second, no outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Olsen readies herself. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a hard line drive down the third baseline, just foul of the bag. That will be strike 1 on Olsen. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Olsen comes set. Here comes Blue with the pitch. There's a shot down the left field line. Totally crushed that one. Really got a hold of it. My understanding was Lexi hit at least 1 and maybe 2 home runs in the game against Carbon. She hit 1, they said, in the game against Carbon. She really got a hold of that one, but it was foul for strike 2. There's an off-speed pitch, fouled back into the backstop. That will keep the count at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now I would try to keep the pitches out on the outer half of the plate if I could here. Oh, there was a strike 3 in the dirt. Picks it up and throws it to first for the out. That'll be the first out in the inning. Taylor makes it to third from second on the throw down to first. Now Juab's going to have her hands full trying to keep Taylor at third base and keep her from scoring. Next up is number 20, Kelby Henry. Here comes the pitch. It's a long drive to left field, and Newton can't come up with the ball. The ball is not handled by Sanders at second and is into the fence, so the run scores from third. Taylor comes in to score, and Henry ends up at second. So 2 errors by Juab there, 1 on Newton, who dropped the ball in left, and 1 on Sanders, who did not handle the throw from left. Now they're advancing Henry to third base for some reason. So the ball must have went through the gate and out of play. Why the gate was open, I have no idea, but the gate was open on the North Sanpete side of the field, and so they advanced Henry to third. Now Brooke Price just popped the ball up, and Chloe Park and Stefanie Whiting let the ball fall in between them. It looked like maybe they just didn't know where the other one was, or they lacked communication on that one, but the ball fell harmlessly to the ground. So errors causing Juab a lot of heartburn right here. They need to get their heads in the game. And
Now up to bat is Elena Julian Gracie Chris Hansen on deck.
so Gillens hits the ball into short left field and scores Henry. Gillens is at first base, and Price is at second. That will bring up number 18, Gracie Christiansen. Score is 2-0 for North Sanpete. Here comes the pitch from Taylin Blue. Ball one. Comes the next pitch from Blue. There's a little blooper right in the hole. Myers comes up throwing. G cuts the ball, and it's a good thing she did because the throw was offline. So Christiansen is safe at first. That will bring up Addie Brotherson. Juab is in a tight spot here. They have the bases loaded. Brotherson, number 10, is up. There's a pop fly. Sanders was under it, makes the catch for the out. So that is 2 outs for North Sanpete. If they can get this batter without getting in any more runs, they'll be lucky. Ball one in the dirt. Here comes the next pitch from Blue. Strike one on the inside corner. Laney Gillens, number 27, is the batter. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Blue, off speed, right down the middle. Oh, my heavens. My compatriot here in the box assures me that it was high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike, high again. A walk's a run here. There's nowhere to put any more hawks. They've got to get the out here. And ball 4, a run comes in by base on balls. Next up for North Sanpete is their big hitter, Aubrey Ison. If they weren't in such a pickle with base runners, I would put Ison on if I was Juab, the way she hits the ball, but there's nowhere to put her, so all you can do is let her hit. Coach Tina Squire calling timeout, going out and having a word with Blue, trying to make sure that everything's okay and everyone understands nothing's hurt here. 3-0. North Sanpete Hawks on top of the Juab Wasps here in the 2nd inning, bottom of the 2nd. The big hitter Isom up to hit. Here comes the pitch from Blue. Inside and low, ball 1. Another one right down the middle, but high again. 2 balls, no strikes on Isom. 3 balls, no strikes. That one was well out of the strike zone. Taylin's got to come with something good here, otherwise we'll walk in another run for the North Sanpete Hawks. And there it was, right down the gut. 3 balls, 1 strike. Isom will probably be pretty picky with this. It's got to be something she really likes. And it was, and she hits it right through the gap in 2nd and 3rd, or 3rd and short. 2 runs come in. That will make it 5-0 for North Sanpete. That will put Brotherson, or Gillens, excuse me, at 2nd. And Ison has a courtesy runner where she's the catcher. Next up is number 14, Nakiya Taylor, left fielder for, or excuse me, the third baseman. So Taylor comes in, takes her place in the batter's box. Taylor gets the sign from Caitlin Sperry, the catcher. Low for ball one. And out of the strike zone again, high. 2 balls, no strikes on the batter, Taylor, third baseman for the Hawks. Hawks just came off of a crushing loss to Carbon. I anticipated that this game would be Carbon and Juab, but the North Sanpete team is here. Unfortunately for them, they're doing a bang-up job against Juab. Taylor's looking at 3 balls, no strikes. She'll be taking a pitch here. Right down the middle. Three balls, 1 strike on Taylor. Blue comes set, rocks and fires. Inside and low, a ball 4. Next batter up is Lexy Olsen, number 8. You're going to have to watch here because Olsen will park one if we throw anything over the middle of the plate. Taylin's really got to be fussy with where she puts the ball here. Lexi's a great hitter. And there's a drive into left field in no man's land. Myers comes up and fires at home. It's cut by G. They've got the ball was fired over to Park, who fired it down to Sanders and who made the tag for the 3rd out of the inning. How many runs came in there? 2. So there's, we're just trying to get the score corrected here at 7-0 North Sanpete over Juab here in the bottom half of the 2nd inning. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks.
The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
Welcome back to the Spanish Fork Softball Complex here at Spanish Fork, Utah. Next up for Juab is Stefanie Whiting, number 11, the shortstop. Count is 0-2 on Whiting. Whiting's the number 9 hitter for the Wasps, who desperately need somebody to get on base for them. And Stefanie takes a cut at something down in the dirt for strike 3. That's the first out of the top half of the 3rd inning. And we're back to the leadoff batter, Madison Myers, number 19. Here's the pitch to Myers. Fair ball. She's headed to second base. She rifled one down the third baseline, just inside the bag. The left fielder for North Sanpete went over and got the ball and brought it back into play, but Myers was awarded second base with the double. Her twin sister, Reggie Meyers, number 1, is up to bat next. There's a pitch to Myers, fouled off down the third baseline, strike 1. The next pitch by Christiansen, check swing foul by Myers, back into the backstop. Wind is really starting to make the American flag out there in the center of town fly. Here comes the next pitch, is high by Christiansen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Myers has to be defensive here now. Got to take something good, leave the bad ones alone. There's a shot down the third baseline. Will score her sister, Madison. Reggie will pull up at second with a double. Overthrow on the ball coming in. Christiansen picks up the ball and prevents Myers from taking third base. Number 5, Caitlin Sperry's up next for Juab, the catcher for the Wasps. 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Juab finally on the board with 1 run. Sperry hits one to the shortstop, who fires it over to the first base. Lexy Olsen makes a beautiful grab, pulls that right out of the dirt. What a great catch by Lexy Olsen. What a tremendous athlete for North Sanpete Hawks. She's a great basketball player. I'm sure she plays volleyball and a great softball player as well. Myers is at third base now with Chloe Park, the number 4 hitter, up for Juab, who takes one right down the middle from Christiansen for strike 1. Two outs here in the top of the third for Juab. That ball inside and it looked a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike to Park now. Christiansen grips the ball and comes with the next pitch, high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to the number 4 hitter, third baseman Chloe Park, with Reggie Meyers at third base. There's another one inside, ball 3. Park has an opportunity to look at one here now. If it's something she really likes, she can give it a ride. Inside and high, ball 4, which brings up Taylin Blue, the pitcher for Juab. Mikayla Sanders, number 17, on deck. Stormy G, number 4, in the hole for Juab. Taylin in the box now with an opportunity to help herself against Christiansen. The base hit, she can bring in a run. And that one was inside. Gave Taylin a little chin music there, but just close enough to scare her, not close enough to hit her. Ball 1. There's a shot to left field, kind of in no man's land, right on the apron. Shortstop for the Sanpete Hawks. That was Addie Brotherson making the out for the third out of the inning. After the top half of the third inning, it's Juab 1, North Sanpete 7. We'll be right back.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti. Visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Welcome back to the second day of the ladies 3A state tournament here in Spanish Fork, Utah, where the Juab Wasps and the North Sanpete Hawks are facing off. Here in the bottom of the third inning, North Sanpete is up to bat. And the first batter is going to be Kelby Henry, number 20. Taylin Blue comes with the pitch high and outside, ball one. Count 1-0 on Henry. Henry's the second baseman for the Hawks. Hits one back to Taylin Blue, who fields the ball and fires it over to Stormy G for the out at first. I really shouldn't say fire. She tossed it to Stormy G at first. That's firing if you throw like me. If you throw like I do, that was really a wind-up. But for Taylin, that was just a toss. Next up for the Hawks is number 3, Brooke Price. There's a shot to third baseman Chloe Park, who picks it up and that time fires it over to Stormy G for the out. 2 outs. Juab making quick work of the Hawks here in the bottom of the third inning. Next up for the Hawks is Ellie Jones, number 1, the designated player. Here comes a pitch from Blue, outside, ball one. The second offering from Blue is hit to Stefanie Whiting, who fires it over to G for the out. That's 3 up, 3 down for the North Sanpete Hawks. The Wasps make quick work of Juab. Let's just take a moment and acknowledge some of our sponsors here. Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azamite, Jones and DeMille Engineering, and the Juab County Beaver Valley Hospital, Intermountain Power Service Corporation, and National Vinyl Products. We'll be back after this short commercial message.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Azamite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a
We're
feed
here
ingredient.
at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex, where the Juab Wasps and the North Sanpete Hawks are facing off in this second day action of the 3A state tournament. Next up for Juab is second baseman number 17, Mikayla Sanders. Score is 7-4 in favor of the Hawks. Looks like North Sanpete coaches are having a powwow with the umpire and the referee for some reason. Not sure what the confusion is about, but they're trying to get some matter of business worked out. It looks like they've got that rectified and they're ready to go. Looks like we're all ready for action, and the umpire is calling play ball. Sanders steps into the batter's box. Christiansen readies Ison's taking the, well, Sanders drills that down the third baseline, foul. Ison was taking the sign from the dugout, gave it to Christiansen. Sanders immediately put it out of play. 0-1 is the count on Mikayla. She steps back in the batter's box. Here's the offering from Christiansen, high and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike on number 17. Here comes the next pitch from Christiansen. High. That was Mikayla's nemesis, seems to be that pitch. She fouls some of those off and takes herself out of an inning once in a while. But here comes the next pitch. Right down the river inside, strike 2. Count now 2-2. Christiansen gets back on the rubber and grips the ball. Here she comes with the pitch. Sanders fouls that one off. That pitch was just a little bit outside and a little high, but she had to do something with it. It was too close to leave it up to the umpire. And Sanders comes back into the box with new life. Christiansen readies herself. Here comes the pitch. Inside and low for full count now. Sanders a very patient hitter. She's very good at drawing walks. She never gets in a hurry to strike out. And she rips that one foul down the third baseline. Count remains full on Sanders. Juab desperately needs some base runners here. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. And there's a shot into left field, and it looked like Bailey made the catch. Out and left. So Sanders is out on a fly ball to left for the first out of the inning. Next up is Regan Newton. Regan Newton's the left fielder for Juab. And strike 1 down the river on the outside of the plate. Beautiful pitch by Christiansen. Here comes the second offering outside, ball 1. Counts now 1-1. Score remains 7-1. Hawks ahead of Juab. Here's the pitch. Newton fouls that off down the first base line, puts it out of play over the fence. Nobody had an opportunity to grab that one, so Newton has new life. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Regan. Regan's a great little hitter for Juab. Very reliable in the outfield and got a great smile and personality. Just lights up the world when she smiles. Strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Christiansen for the second out of the inning. That brings up number 4, Stormy G. Juab not doing much to help themselves offensively here. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. Inside and high on G. Here comes the next pitch. We're kind of giggling here in the press box because half our papers just flew out the window, and it was mostly our advertisers, so we're going to have to come up with our advertisers off the top of our head now. Counts 2-0 on Stormy G. There's a pitch right down the middle for strike 1, 2-1 from Christiansen. great stop there by Ison. Here comes the next pitch. High, 3-1 now. G's in a hitter's count, so she's going to have to look this one over. If it's something she likes, she can jump on it. If not, she can let it go. And low for ball 4. We finally got a base runner aboard for the Wasps. Here comes a Stefanie Whiting up to the plate. Stefanie wants to be an attorney when she gets older. She plans on going to Snow College for 2 years and getting an education, and then graduating and going to the University of Utah to become an attorney. Here's the first pitch and a drive into the down the left field line, foul and out of play for strike 1. Steph's one of those players that just makes you giggle no matter what you're doing. She can put a grin on your face no matter how dire the circumstances. There's ball 1 outside and high. And G thought about taking off there on the overthrow to the pitcher by Ison, but second baseman Kelby Henry was right there to run the pitch down or the throw down and get it back to the pitcher. So 1 ball, 1 strike on Whiting. Here's the pitch outside, ball 2, 2-1 now. Here in the top of the 4th inning. Hey, our engineer went and got the paperwork that escaped out the window. Whiting pops that into kind of in no man's land. It's got a chance if it's fair. Foul ball. The umpire throws his arms in the air to show us that it did not make it into the field of play. So that was a tough one. Shortstop Addie Brotherson really gave chase hard along with Nakiya Taylor, but there was no reaching it. It was just perfectly hit except foul. Well, perfectly hit if you are Juab, not perfectly hit if you're North Sanpete. They would have liked to have caught that, I'm sure, but there's another one out of play by Whiting. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes on Stefanie. Christiansen giving her some stuff that she can swing at, but nothing she can do much with. So great job by Christiansen to keep Whiting off her toes. Here comes the next offering, high and outside. Ball 3, full count here to Whiting. Whiting's got an opportunity here to keep the Wasps inning alive if she can reach first base and get Myers up. And inside, hit by pitch. It looked like she's trotting down to first base nonetheless, whether it was a walk or hit by pitch. G is at second base, Whiting at first base. That brings up Madison Myers, number 19. Madison's got about a .546 batting average according to GameChanger.com. Here comes the pitch outside, ball 1. Juab starting to look like they're getting something going here in the top of the 4th. Let's see how it pans out for them. Here comes the next pitch, inside and fouled down the third baseline by Myers. Nakiya Taylor picks up the ball. Actually, Coach Tina Squire stopped that with her foot and kicked it over to Nakiya Taylor, but Taylor came up with it and gave it back to her pitcher. There's a line shot down to left field, but Bailey makes the catch for the out. After the 3rd out of the inning, Juab still remains 1 run to North Sanpete Hawks 7 runs. We'll be right back after this message from our sponsors.
For customers all over the world, their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
Welcome back to the second day action of the ladies 3A state tournament here in Spanish Fork, Utah, where the Sanpete Hawks are taking on the Juab Wasp. The score is 7-1 in favor of the Hawks. Up for the Hawks in this inning is number 18, Gracie Christiansen, the pitcher for North Sanpete. North Sanpete comfortably ahead here. No reason to push or do anything silly. She fires that one right back up the middle. Just about took the head off of Taylin Blue. Taylin's probably got her heart pumping just a little bit harder than it was 5 seconds ago. Christiansen safe aboard at first. Next up is number 10, Addie Brotherson. Brotherson steps into the box, and Taylin Blue grips the ball and is ready to come with the next pitch. There's a deep shot to left field, and it is out of here. Two-run home run by Addie Brotherson. That bumps the score 9-1 over Juab.
Scoring 2 for North Sanpete. Addie, after the game, be sure to come up and get your certificate for a home run hot dog.
Congratulations, Addie. That was a great hit. She really killed that. There is a wind blowing in from left field. It looked like that ball was well out of the park, and I'm sure that it had to be 25 yards over the fence. She really got into that. So congratulations, Addie. That was a great hit. Next up for North Sanpete is Lainey Gillens, number 27. There's another shot deep to left. Regan Newton is there to make the catch. One out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Next up is Aubrey Ison, number 17, the catcher for North Sanpete. Again, Ison, just one of those young ladies that can really, really hurt you with the long ball. She can hit it. Here comes a pitch from Blue. That's a hit to center. Center fielder's under it. Myers. Reggie comes over and makes the catch for Juab. That's probably breathing a sigh of relief there that didn't have any more to it. She was about 10 yards from the fence, but if that ball would have had a little less trajectory and a little more oomph to it, she would have had another home run. Next up for North Sanpete is Nakiya Taylor with 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth inning. That pitch from Blue was over for, I can't tell, a ball or a strike. Here comes the second offering, fouled off. Yeah. Let's see what the umpire has to say about the count. Oh, he's not going to tell us. He wants to be in control here, so we're going to let him. Here comes the next pitch. A line drive into left field. Regan Newton comes up with it and fires it into second base. Sanders stops it. Taylor is at first base.
Kelby Henry on deck. Brooke Price in the hole.
Next up is Lexy Olsen, number 8.
13, Mikayla Burnside is a speed-up runner.
They're inserting a speed-up runner. Speed-up runner was Mikayla Burnside, number 13. They've got the corrections made to the lineup cards. Now we're in play here. Olsen comes in to look at a first pitch here. Ball one low. Here comes the next pitch, high. Ball two. If we can split the difference and get one to come down the middle, that ought to be a strike. Olsen's looking at the pitch. Blue's shaking one off. Third pitch in from Blue is a ball on the outside. 3-0. Not sure that walking Olsen is a bad thing. That's might end up saving you 2 runs here. Here comes the next pitch from Blue, which is inside. Ball. Oh! Let me put my glasses back on. Strike one on the inside corner. Must have come right down the river. 3-1. And ball 4. Olsen takes a walk. And I'm not so sure that that wasn't a bad thing for Juab. Olsen's a good hitter, and she could park one fairly easily, and there's no sense letting the game get out of hand here. Next up to bat is Kelby Henry for the Hawks, number 20. Henry comes in and looks at an outside pitch for ball 1. Scores 9-1 here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Runners at first and second for the Hawks. Here comes Blue with the pitch right down the middle. Hits to right field. Madison Myers is there to make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning, preventing any runs from coming in. Next up for the Juab Wasps will be Reggie Meyers. Next up, Caitlin Sperry on deck and Chloe Park in the hole. We'll be right back after these messages.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
I'm Dr. Chris Karish, orthopedic surgeon with the subspecialty in sports medicine. Central Valley Medical Center has state-of-the-art operating rooms and the latest orthopedic equipment to provide me with the tools to perform safe and minimally invasive procedures. I've had the opportunity to treat athletes from my own sons to the NFL. I provide a wide variety of treatments to get you back on your feet and enjoying your life. Come see us here at Central Valley Medical Center, where we can treat you as a friend and not a medical record number.
Coming to the Juab County Fairgrounds this August is country group Restless Heart in concert. Get tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Get advance tickets now for Restless Heart in concert at the Juab County Fairgrounds at 7:30 p.m. on Thursday, August
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah. We're here at the Spanish Fork Softball Complex where Reggie Meyers just took third base. Caitlin Sperry, number 5, the catcher, is up next to bat. No outs here yet. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sperry. Umpires playing hide and seek with the ball to the chagrin of the North Sanpete players and fans. Full count on Sperry now. Have to protect the plate, and there's a foul ball out of play on the right side. Still full count on Sperry. Got to foul off anything that's close and drive something where if she can do something. Oh, and the ball is booted by the shortstop. Sperry is safe at first and drives in the run. Myers comes in to make it 9-2 with the number 4 hitter, Chloe Park, up next. Sperry safely aboard. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen to Park. Outside corner for a strike. 0-1 is the count on Park. Comes a pitch. Park kind of swung, dipped her shoulder just a little bit and popped that one up to Lexy Olsen, the first baseman, for the out. First out of the inning for the Wasps. Next up is number 15, Taylin Blue. I just ran downstairs to grab a drink of water and ran into Taylin's father. Told him that he better do something to get Juab excited or they're going to lose. He said if I had any ideas, he was all ears. Let's see what Taylin can do here. There's a drive to right field up in the air. Gave the right fielder a little bit of trouble, but not too much. That's second out of the inning. Next up is second baseman number 17, Mikayla Sanders. Sanders is 1 for 2. She hit a ground rule double in the first and hit a pop fly to deep left field and was out. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. There's one off the end of the bat. She's got to hustle. And called her out at first base. So ball come right off the end of the bat and dribbled to the shortstop for the out. So after one run, Juab leaves this inning down 7, 9-2 to the North Sanpete Wasps. We'd like to remind you of our sponsors: Intermountain Power Service Corporation, National Vinyl Products, Carl's Jr., Centricom Channel 10, Beaver Medical Clinic, Nephi Federal Credit Union, Central Valley Medical Center, Azomite, Jones and DeMille Engineering, Juab County, and Beaver Valley Hospital. We'll be back after these short commercial messages.
August 9th. Floor seating is just $30. Reserve seating $20. Get your tickets now at juabcountyfair.com. Don't miss Restless Heart in concert August 9th in Nephi, Utah. Get tickets at juabcountyfair.com. The trail is calling. Every turn, hill, and fallen log is screaming your name. And you're ready because you have the right type of power and agility to answer the call. Introducing the Honda Pioneer 1000 with best-in-class 999cc engine and the industry's only 6-speed fully automatic dual-clutch transmission. Check out the Honda Pioneer 1000 at Garrett Honda, 563 North Main in Nephi. Garrett Honda, our family serving your family for over 50 years.
My name is Richard Anderson. I'm one of the general surgeons working at Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi, Utah. My trajectory was not into surgery at first. I decided to become a research scientist, but I had no opportunity to work with people. Since moving to this area, I have made lasting friends, lifelong friends. And I have enjoyed providing the same sort of quality surgical care that they can obtain in Salt Lake or Provo, but with more prompt and certainly more personal service.
Welcome back to the Spanish Fork Softball Complex, where the Juab Wasps are leading or are trailing the North Sanpete Hawks 9-2. There's a shot into center field. Next up for North Sanpete is number 18, Gracie Christiansen. Christiansen is a pitcher for the Hawks. There's a bunt, and I don't know, Chloe Park just came in and went after that really hard and fell down. She may have separated her shoulder on that. They've called timeout. We'll have a moment here, maybe. While they're sorting this out, let's go to a commercial real quickly.
Nephi Federal Credit Union in Nephi offers convenient service and a variety of financial services. They're your hometown credit union that's been serving local residents for over 63 years, longer than any other financial institution in Nephi. The staff invites you to check out their incredible rates on a variety of loans and savings accounts. Nephi Federal Credit Union, 155 North Main in Nephi. Call 623-1895. That's 623-1895. Nephi Federal Credit Union, proud supporter of the Wasps this season.
I'm Reed Skinner. I'm an OBGYN, recently transferred here to Central Valley Medical Center in Nephi. I'm excited to bring to Nephi the experience and the training that I've had in helping to take care of women through all stages of life, from low risk to high risk pregnancies or infertility, family planning, all the way to postmenopause and the management of that time frame. I also specialize in minimally invasive surgery. I'm excited to be here in Nephi and partnering with Central Valley Medical Center, providing the best possible care we can for women through all stages of life.
Okay, we've got Chloe Park gathered up and taken care of. It looked like she was in a tremendous amount of pain going back to the dugout. I would imagine that they'll have to replace her with Stormy G at third, and that will probably mean a pitching change. They'll put Kiana Williams on the mound to pitch and move pitcher Taylin Blue over to first base. Taylin has always loved first base, and I think she would rather play first than pitch. Most girls would prefer pitching and not first base, but Taylin really loves first, so she'll be happy over there at first. Kiana will come in. Her sister, Taylor Williams, pitched last year and was one of the top pitchers in 3A. She's playing for SUU now, and I believe is their #1 hitter. She has the highest batting average of anybody on the team. She's down here in front, right down here with the red Juab shirt on, #3. Watching the game, and she'll be proud to see her sister come in. She's sitting right in front of, behind her grandfather, who comes and watches every game from that very spot. He loves that spot, loves to watch his grandchildren play and watch his son-in-law coach, and so it's great for them to be here and be a family today. We'd also like to take this opportunity to thank all of our veterans, wherever they may be, currently serving or those who have served in the past. We realize that without you, we wouldn't be here watching this game today, and that flag flying out there in the distance wouldn't be flying. We're grateful for your efforts and the efforts and sacrifices of veterans and their families everywhere. So to vets, thank you so much for allowing us to be here today to meet peaceably. We're grateful for all that you've done for us. Well, next up is number 18, I believe. That is the pitcher. Oh, no, number 10. Number 10 is Addie yeah, 10 is Addie Brotherson. So Brotherson is up. There's one over for a strike. Score is 9-2. Got the bases are loaded for Brotherson. No outs. Strike 2. So Kiana's come in and fired a couple of good pitches. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. Here comes the next pitch. That's pulled foul down the left field line. G has come in at third base for Chloe Park. We hope that she's okay for her sake and for her mom and dad's sake. They'll be worried sick about her. G's just swapped corners from first to third, so there's an off-speed pitch driven deep to center field and falls in because of the wind. Ball comes back in from Myers to first baseman Taylin Blue, cut it and held the runner at third base, so we have runners now again on every base. Held the scoring to just 1 score, which is a good thing for Juab. It's now 10-2. Here comes the next pitch from Kiana, who gets the ball, fires it to home, down to first for the double play. Great job. The runner was confused at third, not knowing whether to go or to stay. She was picked off at home. Caitlin Sperry fired the ball down to Taylin Blue and got the runner at first out as well. So after the double play, score remains 10-2, 2 outs now. And the next pitch coming in to number 17, Ison, who is out at first on the little dribbler down the first baseline. Well, that was exciting for Juab. Maybe they can do something with it now offensively. The score is 10-2. We'll leave you for a short break and be right back.
National Vinyl Products of Nephi has been a part of Juab County since 2004. The management and staff take pride in supporting the students of Juab High School in the game and in the classroom. The company manufactures high-quality vinyl fencing for a host of uses around the state. If you're 18 years of age and would like to join the workforce at National Vinyl Products in Nephi, please send an email to jobs@nvpfence.com. That's jobs@nvpfence.com. The entire staff and crew at National Vinyl Products wish the Wasps the best of luck this season.
Our team works hard to shape the quality of life wherever we live and work. These values allow our team to be the go-to source for rural entities.
For integrity, honesty, and technical expertise, think of Jones and DeMille Engineering. With offices in Richfield, Roosevelt, Price, and Manti, visit jonesandemille.com or find them on Facebook. Since 1982, Jones and DeMille Engineering, your infrastructure professionals.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah, the Spanish Fork softball complex, where the North Sanpete Hawks have jumped out to a 10-2 lead over the Juab Wasps. Chloe Park in the last inning, third baseman for Juab, was injured and was carted off to the dugout. And Stormy G came in, and Juab shut North Sanpete down with the bases loaded. And we're very fortunate to only get out of that inning letting North Sanpete score 1 run, but the Hawks are just taking it to Juab. First batter up for Juab is number 16, Regan Newton. Regan's in the batter's box here against Gracie Christiansen, number 18, pitcher for the Hawks, who has done a beautiful job of shutting the Wasp down today. Newton takes a big cut at that ball. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. Reagan likes to go to right field a lot, and if she could get one up in the air, maybe in that wind, there's a chance she could do some damage here. But The wind's coming straight in. Just too much air under that one. Had the right idea, but too much air under it. Next up for Juab is Stormy G, number 4. G is normally the first baseman for Juab, is now playing third base in place of Chloe Park. One down here in the top of the 6th inning. Juab's running out of time. If they're going to do something, they better get doing it. G's popped one up to left field. Got it up in the wind and held it up. Bailey for North Sanpete came in and made the catch.
Stefanie Whiting at bat, Madison Myers on deck. Reggie Meyers.
2 down for Juab here in the top of the 6th. Next up is number 11, Stefanie Whiting. Stefanie takes first pitch in for a ball high. Next pitch is swung at and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. And inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike against Whiting. And inside again, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 region champions facing off here. Juab was the Region 14 champ. North Sanpete, I believe, was the Region 13 champ. Both of them fighting for their lives here at state. North Sanpete in a commanding position here. Full count now on Whiting. Whiting's got to protect the plate here. Try to get one put in play for Juab. And she takes ball 4 for a walk. Gonna go down and have a view from first base. Next batter up is Madison Myers, number 19. She's the leadoff batter for Juab. Takes first pitch in for a ball. Myers, a great little hitter. Her and her sister are so fast. Once they hit the ball, they're just almost impossible to get out. If you bobble it or take one deep, it's very difficult to get them out. 1 ball, 1 strike now on Madison Myers. Madison's the right fielder for Juab. Here comes the next offering for Christiansen. That's deep into the hole and between left and center. They're going to send Whiting home. Whiting comes home. They're going to send Myers to third base. So Juab fortunate to pick up 1 more run here in the 6th inning, as Whiting draws a walk and makes it all the way around on the hit from Myers. Madison's twin sister, Reggie, number 1, the center fielder, is up. Here comes the pitch from Christiansen. Right down the middle, strike 1. Here comes the second offering from Christiansen. Swung on and fouled down the third baseline. Hit that almost behind her. She was so far ahead of it. No balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs. The top of the 6th inning. Here comes the pitch from Christiansen, high. And there goes a pitch. The throwback to the pitcher is high over the head of Christiansen, and Myers is able to score, making the score 10-4. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Myers, center fielder for Juab. Here's the pitch. Oh, and hits her right in the face mask. So Myers takes first on the hit by pitch, and Caitlin Sperry, the number 3 hitter and catcher, is up. So the North Sanpete coach is calling timeout, wants to go out and ask his team to take a deep breath and try to settle their nerves and get one more out here before any more runs come across the plate for Juab. Caitlin Sperry has been a tremendous hitter for Juab. Her batting average is .546 or so on GameChanger.com. She's also a power hitter. She's hit a number of home runs for Juab. I don't know if that win today, if we can get anything out at left, but Caitlin's certainly the hitter from Juab to do it. She's getting some help from Coach Squire with her helmet. Sperry's now assumed her place in the batter's box, and Christiansen's got a grip on the ball and coming with the pitch. Strike 1 down the river on the outside. Reggie Meyers on first base after drawing the walk. 2 outs, score is 10-4. There's a pitch inside that Sperry went after and fouled off her leg. Now she's got a 0-2 count on her. Now she's got to be in defensive mode. She's got to fight off anything that's close and try to jump on something that's good. There's an outside pitch. Christiansen, a disciplined pitcher. She's not going to come over the plate with 2 strikes on the hitter. See if she can get the hitter to chase something outside, but Sperry didn't go for it. So next pitch is inside. Caitlin rips that foul down the third baseline. The Sanpete players bring the ball back into play, get it to Christiansen. Sperry's set. Here comes Christiansen with the pitch outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count. Myers still at first. Here comes a pitch from Christiansen. There's a chopper down to past the third baseman. Just a little choppy ball that the third baseman, Nakiya Taylor, could not quite handle. She knocked it down, and the shortstop was able to get her glove on it and pick it up and get it in, but not before Sperry reached first base safely. Next up to bat is number 8, pitcher Kiana Williams. Kiana fouls one off, back over the backstop. All of the Williams family down here in front, and the Sperrys are chewing their nails right now, hoping that she can get something in play. And inside, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Williams is set in the batter's box. Here comes Christiansen. There's a shot to right field. It's going to be in. It's going to go to the fence. Williams will score 2 runs. They'll hold her up at second. Oh. Okay, so the ball must have went in between the safety fence and the chain link fence and went out for a ground rule double. So Sperry is held up at third. Taylin Blue is now up to bat for Juab. There's a blooper to the third baseman who makes the catch for the third out of the inning. So after what looked to be a great ball down the right field line that would score a couple of runs, Juab settles for one on that hit, and they've cut the lead in half. The score is now North Sanpete 10, Juab 5 here at the top of the sixth inning. We'll be back after this short commercial message.
The Intermountain Power Service Corporation is proud to bring you this presentation. IPSC is a community-minded company that contributes to our local schools, community organizations, and economy. The Intermountain Power Project consistently ranks among the best of America's coal-based power plants in reliability, cost-effectiveness, and environmental responsibility. Intermountain Power Service Corporation strives for perfection and is honored to be actively involved with Delta, Millard, and Juab high schools.
Azomite Mineral Products in Nephi is using a unique deposit to create fertilizers and as a feed ingredient for customers all over the world. Their Feed Grit product, used as a feed ingredient for livestock, is gaining popularity because research has indicated its potential to improve overall animal health. Azomite can be found at your IFA Country Store, Steve Regan stores, or on their website at azomite.com. For more information, visit them on Facebook, Twitter, or the web. Azomite is excited to be part of the Nephi community and supports Juab High School athletics.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah, to the Spanish Fork softball complex, where the Juab Wasps have cut the lead in half against the North Sanpete Hawks. First batter up for North Sanpete is number 14, Nakiya Taylor. There's a foul back into the backstop for strike one. Kiana Williams is the new pitcher for Juab. Came in after Chloe Park was injured, and there's a shot down the right field line which curved foul. Great hit for Taylor. Unfortunately, just hooked foul, and she'll have to come back and give her another try. Count is 0-2, but Williams came in after they moved Taylin Blue to first base. There's another shot down the right field line. This one well out of play. Hits the sidewalk and just about makes it onto one of the other fields. Count 0-2 as Williams comes set. Here's the pitch. Off speed, driven into center field. Myers gets under it and makes the out. One out for the Hawks here as the Juab Wasps are on defense, hoping for 3 up, 3 down. They'll have one half of an inning to try to close the score to a tie or a lead. Here comes the next pitch to Lexy Olsen, and great stretch by Taylin Blue to get Olsen, number 8, out on a beautiful play by the shortstop Stefanie Whiting, and a great stretch by Taylin Blue. Next batter up will be number 20, Kelby Henry. Here comes the pitch from Williams. Ball one in, strike one inside corner, must have just caught the corner. No balls, 1 strike on Henry. And she fouled that one off her leg. That cannot feel good. She's going to take a second and walk that off if she can. They'll throw a couple extra balls in that have been fouled off and out of play. 0-2 is the count on Henry. Kiana Williams doing a bang-up job in replacement of Taylin Blue. There's a pitch right off of Kiana's mitt and right past Mikayla Sanders. Neither one of them able to get a glove on that. Hit perfectly in between them out into center. Next batter up will be number 3, Brooke Price. Brooke Price is the right fielder. Strike 1 on Price from Williams. Williams comes set, ready to deliver, and goes outside. Caitlin Sperry fires one down to Taylin Blue to try to catch Henry, but Henry's back in under the tag. Price is now set. Here comes William with the pitch and comes way inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Brooke Price again looking for another pitch to hit from Williams, Kiana Williams. Price drives one into left center for a home run. 2-run shot by number 3, Brooke Price, the right fielder for the Hawks. That will take the score 12-5. North Sanpete adding some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next batter up for North Sanpete is Ellie Jones. Here comes the pitch from Williams. Strike 1 on the inside corner. Next pitch is strike right down the middle. Kiana's really come in and had great command of her pitches. She's really thrown a lot of strikes. Next pitch is inside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Ellie Gillens, number 1. Gillens is a center fielder. Oh, no, excuse me. She is the designated player for North Sanpete. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gillens. Here comes Williams with the pitch. Strike 3 on the inside corner, looking for the 3rd out. North Sanpete Hawks add 2 runs, however, in the bottom of the 6th. We'll move to the top of the 7th inning with Stormy G, Taylin Blue, and Mikayla Sanders up next. We'll take a break and be right back.
The Beaver Medical Clinic has built a reputation of providing compassionate health care for residents of Beaver and Iron counties. You'll appreciate the professional services of Doctors B. Noel Robinson, Roger Smith, Wade Oakton, Lance Smith, physician's assistants Reagan Fales, Travis Hicks, and Kenneth Hussey, and nurse practitioners Robin Horton, Lindsay Cheney, Rebecca Rasmussen, and Wade Hollingshead. The Beaver Medical Clinic offers affordable health care and convenient payment options, with offices in Beaver, Milford, and Parowan.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
If you got $5, you could get like 9.96 inches of sandwich. Woo! Or you can get a real meal with a charbroiled double cheeseburger, dog, fries, and a cookie. The $5 All-Star Meals, only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
Welcome back to Spanish Fork, Utah, to the 2nd day of the Utah State Girls 3A tournament. First up for Juab in this inning is Mikayla Sanders, number 17, the second baseman. Score is 12-5 in favor of the Hawks. Gracie Christiansen on the mound for North Sanpete. There's a shot from Sanders, popped up down the first baseline and out.
3-2 and a foul ball for the first out. Reagan Newton at bat. Stormy G on deck. Stefanie Whiting in the hole.
Next up is number 16, Regan Newton for Juab. Reagan is the left fielder for the Wasps. Here comes the pitch from Christiansen. I'm sure that she's giggling under that face mask that she's wearing right now. That was a little bit high. Ball one, no strikes. Next pitch is on the inside corner, and Newton rips it down the third baseline. Foul and strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch from Christiansen. And high for ball 2. Here comes the next pitch inside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike on Newton. Juab desperately in need of some base runners here. Newton's got to look at this one pretty closely. And there's a pop fly into center field. 2 down. Juab comes to their last at bat. Stormy G, number 4, third baseman, comes up. First pitch high and outside for ball 1. Here comes the next pitch inside, ball 2. Home plate umpire asked for confirmation to the base ump, and he said nope, she didn't go, so we're back in business. 2 balls, no strikes on the hitter Stormy G. 3 balls, no strikes now. Score 12-5 in favor of the North Sanpete Hawks. This game will eliminate Juab if they don't get somebody on base here. Strike 1 on the inside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. There's a foul ball over the backstop. Strike 2. Count is now full on G, number 4, the third baseman. Got to protect the plate here. Here's the pitch, and another foul ball out of play. Here comes the next pitch. And there's a drive up the center of the field to center field. And center fielder brings it in to the shortstop. Stormy G safe on first base. Next up is shortstop, number 11, Stefanie Whiting. Ball 1 low from Gracie Christiansen. Gracie has pitched beautifully today. She has really shut the Juab Wasp down. Done a great job in keeping them stymied. There's a shot down the third baseline, foul. 1 ball, 1 strike on Whiting. Here comes the pitch from Christiansen. And third, caught by the third baseman for the third out of the game. That will do it for the Juab Wasps. Congratulations, North Sanpete Hawks, for moving on. We'd like to wish the Juab Wasps tell them congratulations on a great season and a region championship. Maybe you'd indulge me for just a moment. My daughter plays on that team, and I would just like to say to Mikayla how much I love you and how grateful I am to be your father. It's been wonderful coaching you and watching you play for the last 7 years. I don't know what I'll do with myself now that softball's over, but I love you very much, sweetheart.